Elizabeth, and in today's video I'm coming to you guys with a pretty exciting video, and that is going to be my freshman advice 2015 video. I'm not sure if I'm going to do these every year or if I'm just going to do it this year, but I thought I would do a freshman advice video because I know that I have a lot of freshmen subscribed on my channel, and I don't know about you, but even though I'm a sophomore, I just find these videos like really interesting because you get to hear like everybody's take on high school and everybody's opinions on how you should act when you're a freshman. So I hope that this video is helpful, and I did get a couple of requests for it, so yes, let's get started. Wait, JK, before we get started, if you're new to my channel and just kind of watching freshman advice videos, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Elizabeth, and you can call me Lizzie, and let's get started. Okay, so I have a bunch of these flashcards that I wrote down with all of the advice that I wanted to let you guys know, and I have a lot to go through, so I'm going to try to just go through these as quick as possible, and I'll try to get my point out there quick. Alright, so the first thing that I wanted to go through is before school. So before school starts, every high school usually has an orientation, and I definitely recommend making sure that you are going to your orientation, your freshman orientation, because it's really important to kind of see the school, get a feel for where all of your classes are, get your schedule, and kind of organize who you'll walk to class with, or if you have any classes with friends. So my advice with your schedule is to post your schedule on Instagram or Twitter, and that's what a lot of people at my school did, and that's what they do every year. They post it on Instagram or Twitter, just so that they know like what friends they have classes with and who they can kind of coordinate with. Another one, dealing with orientation, I definitely recommend walking your classes or walking your schedule at orientation just so that you know where the majority of your classes are. So if you can't end up finding, or if you don't end up finding anybody to walk to your classes with, you know where all your classes are. And if you do end up getting lost, or if you do like end up not being able to find your class, you can definitely ask one of the upperclassmen in the hallway or a teacher in the hallway. Usually during the first 1 or 2 weeks of school, they're really helpful with finding your classes and everything because you're completely new and the school is like a foreign place to you. I would definitely recommend finding an older friend, maybe in your neighborhood, one that rides your school bus, or somebody that you follow on social media. I would definitely recommend asking an older kid, like any questions that you have, an older student, any questions that you have about the school or any of your classes, maybe any of your teachers. I usually have a lot of questions, so I recommend asking somebody before going in so that you're not like completely oblivious to what's going on. I didn't use that word in the right context, I'm sorry. Another one before school starts is to try out sports, or go out and try out for sports that you've been playing like for a long time. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to say that you should definitely try doing sports or clubs for school because that helped me so much before school started. I met so many new friends through soccer. I met like one of my best friends, Drew, through soccer, and Drew actually introduced me to Bradley. So I just met so many people through soccer and through sports. Like, I did indoor track, I tried outdoor track, it didn't work for me. And I did soccer, so it really helped me a lot with meeting new people and definitely meeting upperclassmen because all grade levels play most sports. A big one that I want to really stress is to be polite and be nice to everyone, because you really don't know, I just got an email, you really don't know what kind of personalities will be there, and you can't really judge anybody by what they look like. Don't judge a book by its cover. Oh my gosh. So just be nice to everybody, because there's really no reason to start off on bad terms with somebody. That's just like something I really want to get out there, because like I can't even tell you how many times I would just walk in the hallway and get dirty looks from people, or how many times I saw other people giving other people dirty looks. Like, it's just not cool. Just be nice to everyone and you can be somebody that people like. Alright, a lot of people are going to be really scared of upperclassmen going into high school because, yeah, you're a freshman and they're older, and in all the movies everybody's like, oh my gosh, upperclassmen shove freshmen into lockers and do all this stuff to freshmen. And yeah, freshmen are definitely like on the low end of the ladder, the pyramid, whatever you want to call it. And upperclassmen definitely look down to freshmen, but they're not as scary as you think. I mean, they're only a couple years older than you. Throughout my freshman year, I gained a lot of friends that were upperclassmen, and I was just one of the freshmen that I was friends with a lot more upperclassmen than I was freshmen, And I don't know, just to kind of, it just kind of depends on the kind of person that you are and if you fit in with them and if you fit in more with your freshman class. But while they aren't all that scary, definitely know your place because you are a freshman and you have to wait to be a senior. Like, we have class color days for Spirit Week, and freshmen are white, seniors wear black, and then the sophomores and juniors wear our two school colors. So everybody's like, freshmen can't wear black, like no class can wear black but seniors. So know your place and wait for your time to be a senior. I'm trying to get all these facts out and I'm like stumbling on all my words. On the first day of school, don't bring all your school supplies. Don't pack a backpack full of books and all your supplies. On the first day, I would recommend just bringing a folder and a pencil, maybe some paper. I don't really know very many teachers that start teaching on the very first day. Usually it's just like an orientation kind of day and getting to know your teachers and what the class syllabus will be like. But I definitely recommend bringing a folder for all the first day of school forms that you get and a pencil or a pen to fill them out like during homeroom or during class. That's what I do like every year and it works out pretty well for me. Start meeting people on the first day of school. You're going to be having classes with these people for the rest of the year. I definitely recommend starting to mingle with people and starting to get to know people on the first day because then you can get people to walk to class with, you can meet new friends, you can just get to know like the class and not hate school when you go to it. On the first day of school, make sure you dress presentable or dress cute because 1, your parents are going to be taking pictures of you on the first day and posting it all over Facebook for all their friends to see. And 2, you want to make a good first impression. You definitely want people to want to approach you and talk to you, you know, make friends with you. I mean, I'm not trying to say that your looks are all that matters. I'm saying that just make a good first impression. Don't come to school on the first day all sloppy. And if that's what you want to do, that's perfectly fine. I'm just telling you guys what I like to do. I like to show up on the first day looking somewhat presentable so that I can make a good first impression. In high school, teachers are on you about your grades, but they're definitely more relaxed and not as strict as middle school teachers, so that means that all the responsibility is on you. You have to definitely be responsible with your grades and keep up with them because the teachers aren't going to be like, this is the work you're missing, I need this, and this for you to turn in. You have to kind of monitor it and know what you have and haven't turned in and get all your work done. And I definitely want to tell you guys that you should try during high school because this is when grades start to matter and this is when your grades start to count. Your GPA is going to start counting to go on your resume to get into your college that you want to go to. So definitely try and don't take your work don't take your work as a joke. As far as friends and boyfriends go, drama is going to happen and I can't really tell you a way to stay away from it. It happens everywhere. It happens in every high school. Even if you've never had drama in your whole life, high school will probably bring you some drama just because, I mean, that's how girls are. That's how growing teenage girls are. You're going to have drama. Someone's going to not like someone's going to disagree with someone, and it's just going to cause drama. The best thing you can do to stay away from it is just be nice to everyone and don't cause it. In high school, you'll definitely lose friends, but you will still gain friends. You'll probably lose your middle school friends. Like me, I went to a high school that most of my middle school friends didn't go to. Like my 2 best friends, or 2 of my best friends, go to a different school than I do. But you'll lose friends and you'll gain some. So everybody changes in high school, and it's not a bad thing that you lose friends because you'll probably gain friends that you didn't even know that you would get close to, and you'll end up being really close. With friends comes peer pressure. In high school, you'll definitely encounter a lot of peer pressure, a lot of upperclassmen, or some of your friends even might want you to do something that you don't want to do. Is like maybe it deals with alcohol, maybe it deals with drugs, but peer pressure will definitely be there. You'll probably get offered to do things that aren't legal, and you just have to learn to stay away from it and say no. And as much as you get told in elementary and middle school to say no to things like that, I mean, it really comes into play in high school. If you want to be that kind of person, if you want to be in that crowd, go right ahead. That's who you are. But if you don't want to be a part of that, don't fall under the peer pressure. Just say no and stay away from it. In high school, you find who you are. Like, If you are really into drama, you'll be really into drama. If you are really into marching band, you'll be really into marching band. If you are really into sports, then go right ahead. If you're really into your academics, then you go, girl, because you just find who you are in high school, and the people that you hang around with really influence it. And I'm just trying to say right now that high school is a really awesome thing. I just really like it a lot more than I did middle school, because middle school was just so miserable. There are all these little cliques and all these little groups that don't mesh well together, but in high school everybody is just a lot better, and everybody meshes pretty well. I mean, yeah, you'll have your little groups that like to hang around each other, but that's okay because everybody has their own little groups and everything, and people just don't care about what you're doing. You do your own thing, and it's just how it works. As far as boyfriends go, definitely don't allow boyfriends to come in the way of your academics. Just definitely stay focused on your academics. Don't get distracted with boys. Just focus on your school, and then you can have friends, boyfriends, and everything. School comes first, and that's a really big thing that you need to remember. School comes first before everything. Except for family. You know what I mean? School is a main priority. You stay focused on school. Have self-respect with boys. I can't tell you how many people have just changed in high school and they lost their self-respect. I'm not trying to be a mean person. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm telling you the truth, what happens in high school. Just remember to have self-respect. If you don't respect yourself, how are you going to expect another person to respect you? Just have self-respect. Don't get pressured into doing something that you don't want to do, because don't lose who you are just because another person wants you to do something. Stay true to who you are, and if somebody's trying to make you if somebody's trying to make you do something you don't want to do, you don't need that person in your life. Just do what you want to do. Definitely get involved in sports and school clubs and everything, like SGA, Key Club, all that kind of stuff. Definitely get involved, but don't overwhelm yourself if it's not something that you can handle, and if you don't have enough time to do your schoolwork and all that, just stay away from it. I mean, yeah, it looks good on your resume, but what looks better? Being in all these clubs or having good grades? You kind of have to have your priorities straight and just make sure that you're getting your schoolwork done and not being overwhelmed with all these clubs that you're in. A big thing to remember is to participate in your school spirit week and going to homecoming and going to football games, because honestly they are so much fun. A lot of people aren't into that kind of stuff. Even if you're not into it, get a couple of friends and go to homecoming, or get a couple of friends and go to the Friday night football games, because after high school you'll look back on it and regret that you didn't go, because they're a lot of fun and you can just spend time with your friends and spend time with your school and all that. And have some school spirit. It's fun to kind of participate in all the school spirit things. I just have a couple more tips to go through. One is you'll have access to going to parties and you'll have access to things because people know older people, and you just kind of have to think and make a smart decision. Once again, if that's something you want to do, go for it. If that's not something you want to do, don't fall into peer pressure, because you will have access to going to parties and all that once you start high school. Try to keep organized through school. It helps out a lot to be organized with your schoolwork and everything. It helps you to actually do the work and get everything turned in. The last thing I have to say is to have fun. Everybody says that high school are supposed to be the 4 best years of your life. That's not what I think. I think that the best 4 years of your life, or the best years of your life, should be after high school, once you get into college and graduate college and just you're successful after all the schoolwork and everything. But have fun with high school, because it should be a fun experience while you're doing all the schoolwork and stuff. That kind of sucks, but it should be a fun experience with all the homecoming and prom and all that. So have fun with high school. I bet you'll enjoy it, and good luck on your first day of freshman year. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any advice that I forgot if you are not a freshman, go ahead and comment it down below. And if you are going to be a freshman, let me know down below. I would like to know how many of you guys are going to be freshmen. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. I love you guys to pieces, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone!